you go to a saree section. You go to a silk saree section.
Okay.
You should know about the silk. You should know about the manufacturing, weight, what is the cost. If you come, I have a saree for 1 lakh rupees. You just will not buy it.
Right.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner is provided.
Amazing.
And
now this opens up one more question, one interesting question.
Yes.
We all, think that, IT companies give a lot of perks, food, cabs. So what kind of, perks that this industry gives, especially Super Saravana Stores? What do you actually provide it to your employees?
You'll be surprised. Incentive is a major earning for them.
Okay. And how do they get to know? எப்படி அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும் இங்கே இந்த ஜாப் இருக்கு, கவர்மெண்ட் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்கீம் வச்சிருக்காங்க, இது வந்து எனக்கு அப்ளிகபிளாக இருக்கு, ஐ எம் எலிஜிபிள் ஃபார் திஸ், இதெல்லாம் எப்படி தெரிய வரும் சார்?
Good question, Suresh. There are two things now. Why did you waste 2 years now, sir? எனக்கு தெரியாமல் போயிடுச்சு.
Okay.
So then we consider them as a NAPS.
Okay.
இந்த நேஷனல் அப்ரண்டிஸ் ப்ரொமோஷன் ஸ்கீம் இருக்கு இல்லையா, இது வந்து கவர்மெண்ட் கொடுக்குது. அவங்களுக்கு ட்ரைனிங்கோடு நாங்கள் சம்பளமும் கொடுக்குறோம்.
Okay.
அந்த 1 year அவன் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணி முடிச்ச பிறகு இஸ் ரியல் பர்ஃபார்மர், we observe them on the on rolls of the company.
இதுக்கு எந்த டிகிரி எதுவுமே
தேவையில்லை.
Even if he is or she is a college or school dropout?
Yes, எதுவுமே தேவையில்லை. So my working as so much or reduce all these things. Attrition is average touches 8 to 10%.
Right.
We
But
need
anyways,
categories, yes.
Today this is the buzzword, working for 70 hours, 90 hours. Anyways. Hi everyone, I'm Suresh and welcome to my podcast Career Illuminator, your go-to channel for insights, inspiration and expert advice on building a successful career. I'm excited to bring you conversations with top industry leaders, including CEOs, CHROs, HR professionals, head of department who have wealth of knowledge to share with us. Today, I have such a prominent leader from the HR background with a rich experience of 30 years from various companies starting from Sanmar, Tata Teleservices, Reliance Jio, and now South India's biggest retail outlet, Super Saravana Stores. Let's hear it from him. Hi, sir.
Hi, Suresh.
Welcome to my podcast. Thank you so much for accepting these greetings. We have heard about the retail industry a lot, the typical challenges of these retail industries, and you being into the HR background for almost 30 years. How does this feel? Would like to know more about your journey, career journey, and how you started off and how you are building this empire.
Great. I started my career in 1992 with the Sanmar Group, the long stint of 10 years in Sanmar in various departments and various companies. After that, I moved to a company called Tata's. At that time, the telecom was opened up for the private sectors.
Right.
That was a great challenge for everybody because from government BSNL, we are coming up to private where every position is a challenge. So there was a pressure on bringing people on board, trained manpower, ensure that the revenue comes in because there is a license term, there is a conditions from the government and everywhere because being a first initial opening up for a private sector, everything was controlled by the government. So it was a challenge and we moved very well. And after some time, we started building our knowledge professionals by training them, putting them into the. Most of them are BE professionals.
Perfect.
Who come from a telecommunication background, electronics and communication background. So this is with the Tata Tele,
Right.
which is a very long journey till the industry evolved. Still the industry feels that yes, now there's no issues. Now we can move on very confidently. The challenge was retaining the people because a lot of companies were coming up. But Tata Tele, Airtel was there, then Vodafone was there, then Aircel was there.
Yes.
Then after that, you have Reliance Jio was there. So it was a tooth and neck competition on the pricing.
And it was a sudden boom at that point.
Certainly. And it was a boom for everybody, no?
Right.
Taking a mobile in hand is a pride.
Right.
So, yes, there are certain changes where every Indian now started carrying a mobile. So it was challenge, legal challenges, customer challenges, revenue not coming in. So a lot of things were faced, but after some time got settled. So then slowly industry started moving from a post-paid sector to prepaid,
Right.
where your money is guaranteed, loss was minimized. Then after that, again, I had an opportunity to work with a startup company again. I was with the startup as a Tata Indicom when I opened up.
Okay.
Then again, a startup like Reliance Jio. It is a very different ballgame. The Reliance Jio coming up, how they are very aggressive on the pricing, very aggressive on everything.
They're still aggressive.
Yes, they're still aggressive. I know very well that, yes, this is going to be a tough market. So they made it.
Right.
So an operation cost was controlled and streamlined. So your pricing was given to the customers where they felt the price was cheap. After Reliance, I moved to Chennai I got an opportunity with the retail industry called Super Saravana Stores. Now we are with, proudly I can say that, now we have the six stores and we are moving into 7 store. Recently opened up was Coimbatore.
Amazing.
So it's a very different ball game comparing with the telecom, manufacturing to retail. Challenges are huge. Operational challenges are huge. Revenue is huge challenge. HR is challenge. So right, you look at any side, there's only a challenge available. It was a great experience to move forward in that industry.
Perfect, sir. Amazing journey. In fact, it's inspiring. Compared to your previous journey, sir. Today, what you are into, what kind of challenges that actually you face in your recruitment and talent acquisition as such? Because other industries, telecom industries, or technology, or even automobile industries, right? People understand what kind of background they need to get into such companies. Do people really know what kind of background they need to get into retail industries like Super Saravana Stores? And would like to know more about the challenges that you face from the talent acquisitions point of view.
In-depth question. In a retail industry, Super Saravana Stores evolved from a family to a very professional setup.
Okay.
Which I have to say, I like to emphasize on this because we are growing. That means while we grow, we also have to change.
Right.
First, in this industry, minimum requirement like minimum qualification, a customer interface attitude, and another one is that servicing mind.
Right.
But the other side is your very professional setup like finance function, HR function, legal function, operation functions, and purchase functions. These are very, very professional setup and require very knowledgeable people in this industry. If you ask me, the demand for retail industry, I will not choose retail industry as a career income. That was those days.
Right.
Because now the big brands have come in, including the Decathlons, the IKEAs have come in. So people started choosing retail as a career, which is really a good change from the previous to the current situation.
Right, sir. Agreed.
We'll look at this one. The biggest challenge, like in every industry, is that you're first recruiting people, recruiting a right person. Because here the risk is that suppose I'm taking a person, trained, and he leaves it. For us, it is a very difficult to recruit and bring in a person to give him result, to take the result.
Right.
Your cost.
So replacement cost is much higher than bringing in the new person.
Yes.
Right.
The guys who across country, only the south people will come to Chennai or Bangalore or to Hyderabad.
Right.
So these people are already in Bangalore or Bombay. For them, the growth is very high. Their financial gain is also more for them more because that's revenue what they earn in the company.
Right.
But for us here in Chennai, if you take it any company, yes, there is a challenge. They go within the retail competition. They grow from A to B or B to C, C to D only with the retail background.
Right.
Now, after we opened up and came to the store after Parshavatham, we was in Krompet. After Krompet, we went to Porur. After Porur, we went to Coimbatore.
Right.
So for us, we need a trained professional people who can head the store.
Right.
A small example I like to mention here. My business head of the store is the store manager. Under him, everybody works.
Right.
For revenue, legal issues, customer issues, outside any problem, the parking issue, everything is handled by the team. But at the end of the day, store manager is business head.
Right.
So for us, creating a store manager role to create a pipeline, it's not only the knowledge, but for him the attitude matters for him to be a store manager because long working hours,
right,
high responsibility.
Right.
For him, he'll be holding the key.
Right.
Morning 9 o'clock, open the store means open the store 9 o'clock. Close the store at 10 o'clock means with all the issues, everything handled, you have to close the store at 10 o'clock.
Right.
Anything goes wrong, time extends. For us, it's very high. So for us to create a pipeline for a store manager, we develop a second line called assistant store manager, where for new stores, other things, we move them.
Right.
Like this in each and every position, we have these challenges. So we have a second line in purchases and look at in the operation side. These things are highly volatile. People move very fast. People move for locations. People move for financial increases,
Right.
for culture, and they may say my working hours is so much or reduce all these things. Attrition is average touches 8 to 10%.
Right.
We
But
need to
anyways,
cater this.
today
Yes,
this is the buzzword, working for 70 hours, 90 hours.
that is
Anyways, so now, so I was thinking, sir, I will actually break your workforce into two parts.
Mhm.
One is the blue collar workforce and the white collar workforce. As a consumer, when I enter into a retail shop, people would like to, understand what kind of white collar jobs are there available in the retail industry.
Okay. White collar job. You name it, it is there.
Okay.
You name any job from customer care to operations to finance to HR to, then you come on to security. Everything it is available like in any other industry.
Perfect.
Because in a retail industry that your footfall is very, very high. We need to be very, very careful on the filterage by the customers, filterage by our own employees.
Right.
Your filterage has to be controlled at every stage. So our security is very important. We have a professional security people.
Okay.
We call as a loss prevention officers
Okay.
who be with the floor. So this is one thing which other industries have a security outside the factories or outside place.
Right.
But one big difference is a retail industry have inside the floors.
Right. Perfect.
If you come onto the floor, you do not know you have been watched. If you have a doubt, you are watched.
Right.
I have a camera room where 24 hours the professional sit there and give a feedback. Watch this person. So they will slowly watch. If anything is wrong, so you understand, no? We call it a security. Outside the security standing is very different.
Right. Right.
Inside store is a highly professional young guys who knows the job well, who handles any untoward situations effectively, professionally, neatly.
Okay. Okay.
So that is it. Apart from this, if you come to the store, you can see the employees
Right.
coming, you're buying, they'll give the product, everything is there given, and you go for the billing. They basically handle the customers.
Right.
Above them, there is a supervisors. Any issues there, any problem there, supervisors pitch in immediately and try to solve the problem there itself. These supervisors are there. Above supervisors, there are senior supervisors who does purchase also, who comes to floor also on a function day. Today, tomorrow is a holiday. If they're actually, they all come to the floor for handling their own sections.
Okay.
We have 36 sections. 36 verticals.
36 verticals.
36
Wow.
verticals we have.
Okay.
From men's section, women's section, men's inner garments, women's inner garments.
Right.
Then we have other sari, everything. And now recently we opened up a sports section.
Wow. Okay. So, just out of curiosity, asking, does this need a different, skill sets to be there in different segment, or is it all same, or just for our audience to understand?
It requires a skill set.
Okay.
I'll tell a small example. You go to a sari section. You go to a silk sari section.
Okay.
You should know about the silk.
Right.
You should know about the manufacturing, weight, what is the cost. If you come, I have a sari for 1 lakh rupees. You just will not buy it.
Right. Exactly.
I need to show him the coloring pattern, what it made, what is the silver, what is that pattu border is there, wearing it, see, value for money.
Right.
He should be a highly technical guy.
Wow.
We talk about only the IT guys technical. No.
Exactly. This is something interesting.
This guy earns incentive itself 1 lakh, 2 lakh rupees
Wow.
in a seasons.
This is amazing. I mean,
And they are only grown up with this kind of thing, and they have been with the section. Same thing if you go to other sections. If you go to pant and shirt sections,
okay.
it looks very easy.
Yeah.
But if you go by looking at you, they will know what you're looking for.
Okay.
That's a skill what you have acquired by experience.
Right. Right.
If I go, a 50-year-old guy comes in, he will not look for a jeans.
Right.
You go, you will look for a jeans.
Right.
But they know that. Accordingly, they'll pitch the product. There's a highly skill which have been not by qualification, not by anything, only by experience.
Amazing.
So
this opens up one more question, sir. Sorry.
Yeah.
So when you're saying it comes only by experience, as a fresher, how do I actually apply for retail stores?
Exactly. Freshers, we put them on a training.
Okay.
On the floor.
Okay.
So we see them how we handle the customer. If a fresher comes with a different dream, it comes with a different expectation.
Right.
So we put them on the floor and see where he fits in. Preferably in our group, we don't send people out.
Okay.
We see what is his strength.
Okay.
Areas improvement. Accordingly, we put them 6 months in the training and we see where he's fitting in. Accordingly, we pitch him. Example, if a girl comes with a +2 qualification or a degree qualification, she may be very good in customer handling, but not on sale.
Right.
So we'll see this girl is, when the customer enters, they say, Namaste. Madam, what do you want to see? what is the product you want. They're the first approach,
Right.
So we know them. So accordingly we place them.
Amazing.
So those things, because unless we don't have a employee in the floor, I lose the customer.
Right. No, it's mind blowing, as I told you earlier. Hardly people know, what happens inside the retail industry as such. Because as a consumer, I see retail store as a place where I go, purchase some product and come back.
Correct.
Right? But as a recruitment part or from the hiring point of view, this is something which is interesting.
I'll tell you a small example, Suresh. Everybody's seen the store. But have any of you understood where the stock is coming from, how the stock is coming in? Stock comes in crores and crores of rupees.
Right.
If we take one store, it's crores and crores of rupees. We have a warehouse in Madhavaram.
Okay.
Where around 500 employees are working. Nobody sees the background.
Right.
It's like, example I tell you, as a joke, you cook the food and serve.
Huh.
Nobody appreciates the cook, right?
Right.
The person who's coming and serving சாப்பாடு நல்லா இருக்கு.
Exactly.
Then the chef comes in.
Right.
Same thing, if you look at this kind of a scenario, behind there is a big industry working,
right,
called a warehouse. We have two warehouses where around 450 to 500 employees are working.
So there also you will need warehouse managers.
Everything.
You need assistant managers, store managers.
Everything.
Okay.
Vertical heads.
Right.
Security.
Right.
SAP people. We have a SAP.
Okay.
The products, everything moves only through SAP.
Okay.
Gate entry, gate out, products, everything entered through SAP. So it's measured very clearly.
Amazing.
So it's a very clear process driven. Yes. Everywhere is there, no? Here and there the problem is there, but we rectify then and there. From the background, people who even doesn't know to read and write, they are there.
Okay.
So this is the only industry, let me tell you, education doesn't matter. It's only attitude.
Right. Understood.
You come, you prove yourself work.
Right.
We give them an opportunity to learn. From there it grows.
Perfect. Now this opens up a very big question for me, sir. Now, when you say education doesn't matter, right? If I'm an MBA graduate, right, or if I've done MCA or anything from the technical background, right, do I have an opportunity in retail?
We run the business on SAP.
Okay.
Right. So imagine how many technical IT professionals will be there.
Okay.
I have a IT professional head who worked in TCS.
Oh. And
he's with us, he's heading the function.
Wow. Okay.
We have a point of sale counters. There is a machine. Everything has to be done in the background. Because if you build it, it should be entered in the background.
Okay.
So there is a big team working on that. There's a master product team.
Okay.
Who enters the product, who ensures that the product goes seamlessly, and there are 2 people 24 hours available in IT.
Okay.
Because any problem comes in, immediately you have to rectify it. Otherwise, there will be a big line standing in the counter.
Okay.
So we have a SAP specialist. We have product specialist. We have L1, L2 support people in stores. Around 40 employees are there in IT function alone.
Wow.
So it is a IT. Then you come to finance team. Big finance team is there.
Okay.
Internal audit team is there.
Okay.
Then you asked, one question was that MBA, a lot of freshers I hire for MBA, so keep the knowledge pipeline.
Okay.
So always there is a second line. If I'm not there, my function should go well.
Exactly.
So at least the operation should go.
Right.
Major decisions may get delayed,
right,
but the function goes well. So in every team, there is a second line. You identify the crucial, critical roles which can affect the business, and there's second line created.
Wow.
So
I mean, this looks like, an in-depth blend of all the industries put together, right? All industries put together.
That's why I told you, if you take any industry, suppose you take an automobile industry,
correct,
you need IT or diploma guy.
Right.
Most of the people are there. You take an IT industry, most IT people are MCA, Bs or something.
Correct.
But it's the only industry where I can give a job for even the +2 people.
Right.
There is a job available. And we run a big hostel for girls who come from the villages. In Chennai, our group is one of the biggest hostels we run for women employees.
Okay. Great.
And we run a very big mess where breakfast, lunch, dinner is provided.
Amazing.
And
now this opens up one more question, one interesting question.
Yes.
We all, think that, IT companies give a lot of perks, food, cabs, So what kind of, perks that this industry gives, especially Super Saravana Stores? What do you actually provide it to your employees?
You'll be surprised. Incentive is a major only for them.
Okay.
I'll tell a small example. There is a section, a salary section. A target is given. To achieve the target, there is an incentive.
Okay.
We have a rolling trophy. Okay. Where my MD personally comes and give a rolling trophy.
Wow.
That day for that store, who wins the store, is served a badagana biryani for all
Oh,
employees.
that's amazing. Okay.
This basically.
So it happens day to day,
Yeah,
on a daily
every
basis.
quarter, no?
Okay,
The
quarterly.
store
Okay.
competition happens.
Right.
We have
right.
rolling trophy,
Okay.
and the rolling trophy we announce the winners. It's
Okay.
called SBJ. We have parameters.
Mhm.
In that parameter, who comes first, we publish the results,
Okay.
and we take an appointment from the MD. The big cup is given to the store.
That's cool.
So the motive, I see the motive level. That
Yes.
means when they get it from MD, there is incentive along with it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that day alone, for them it's a biryani lunch.
Okay. Okay.
Badagana biryani is amazing biryani.
Great.
So this is a competition spirit. Moreover, for them, it is earning the incentive also. And apart from the festive seasons like this, no Diwali, Pongal, or Moharram, or Christmas, there is a big incentive is planned for everybody.
Okay. Okay.
So
I'm really happy to understand today that this industry is so structured and it has a depth by itself.
very much. Otherwise, it's highly operationally intensified industry. Really highly. Suppose the goods is not come from the warehouse, your shelves are empty.
Right.
You lose your customers. Your sales drops.
Hmm.
So there's a pressure on the performance.
Right. Right.
So there is a sequence played for what stock
It's
should
linear. I mean, how a factory runs. It's a linear
Exactly.
motion.
What the stock should come from warehouse, where it should go, at what time it should go, when should be loaded in the shelf.
Super.
Everything is sequenced.
Super. Super.
It may not look from the front if you look at only the store, but behind there is a huge process happening.
Right. Right.
I don't know. The goods is in the warehouse in Madhavaram for us. 400 people are working there.
Right. Right. We all know that today's generation is moving towards e-commerce, and people feel it's very convenient to purchase, sitting at their place, sitting at their home, just click of button one or two, their product is there at home, right? How do you see this challenge? Are we doing anything? Is Super Saravana Stores doing anything? Or how is retail industry as such as, I mean, there is an evolution which can tackle this particular challenge?
It has two kind of operations which are affecting the business today. There is a minimal impact on the retail industry because the younger generation doesn't want to even come to the shop. I choose, I order, I get in my house.
That's it.
But the other one is that the home delivery. It's not the e-commerce, where every industry has started a home delivery. Suppose you come to the shop,
Right.
you order and you go. You reach your home.
Okay. This includes Super Saravana Stores?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. I'm talking about Super Saravana Stores.
Okay. Okay.
Above 500 rupees, within 5 kilometer range, we deliver them.
Okay.
Apart from that, we have started our own e-commerce company, brand name called Anachi.
Okay.
This is basically to cater the younger generation.
Okay.
This younger generation, we also want to tell them that we are there.
Right.
Because everybody knows that if you go to Super Saravana Stores, their product will be there.
Right.
So this product, if they want to buy it, they can go to the site and Anachi and they can order the place and they can get the product at the home. This is a different company where we operate from away from the retail.
Okay.
We have full setup, highly professionals, because e-commerce is a different volume. Product specialist, content specialist, then delivery, last mile delivery is a challenge. So this if you look at it, we should have a very strong team who can drive the business, who can take the business to the next level. We have taken from IIM background people who have good experience in this line, who can plan and drive the business to the next level.
Okay.
And I can proudly say that it is moving in a very positive trend.
Amazing. I mean, 10 years back, nobody would have imagined that Super Saravana Stores will have a candidate or will have an employee from IIM background, right? It's amazing to hear this, sir. That's the evolution that we have seen.
Evolution, the change. Well, as a family, they started looking at it.
That's really, really great. Continuously working monotonously also, bores the employee. Now, I would like to understand, is there any mechanism or any training process that you give it to your employees, especially in the retail industry, which can enhance their personal and professional growth?
When an employee enters the organization, he or she is put into an induction to know what is the group.
Okay.
To know what is the management. To know what is going to be the work culture.
Okay.
So this induction is given to every employee once he or she enters the organization, And this will give them a very clear picture about the organization, do's and don'ts. Because we are in a hostel also, right? So we are very clearly brief them. After that, there are certain trainings happen regularly. The customer service training, which is very, very important for us, because certain times they also lose temper. Customer also lose temper.
Correct.
Even customer can slap us. We tell them, show the other side of the face.
Right.
You can't shout to the customer.
Right.
So we handle them. They also young buddies. So they also react very quickly. So we keep on telling them, no, don't react to them. Any issues, even the customer is a mistake, go to the supervisor. Supervisor talks to them and ensure that this happens. So these trainings are given regularly to them in the floor level supervisors, and there are trainings behind. We have a full-fledged training room where the trainees come from outside, and internal trainers also.
Oh, you also have external trainers.
Yes, yes. There are external trainers
That's
come from
interesting.
outside. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The external trainers come. We give a design. We tell them this is what we are looking for. This is to be important, and the design the training we discuss in HR, and it been important.
Great.
So trainings given to all people on main on customer care, certain healthy habits,
Right.
and apart from that, the hygiene.
Right. Right. So also you touch the personal side of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Personal hygiene means personal side also. There are women trainers are there for women employees.
Amazing.
And these people also tell them how do you grooming part for men. It's a grooming is very important.
Right.
So for them, the grooming part also has been taught.
That's great. So you have almost covered everything in the training.
Mostly, it's like a boutique of everything. They understand, they learn and understand. So they are, when they supervisor wear the white shirt, we tell them how it should be clean and neat.
Right. Right.
So those things are.
These are very small things, but this matters a lot actually in the retail industry.
Because the education is such that they're basics. So we have to keep on teaching them regularly.
Exactly. And these are something which are not taught in schools or colleges.
Certainly.
Right?
You're right.
So now quickly for our viewers, right? Starting from 12th standard, you mentioned, right? You hire almost all the degrees. Can you look at the camera and say, what all are the degrees that can be a right fit for your industry and especially for superstores?
Okay, very good. I can make it clear that today there are very professional courses for retail industry per se. If you look at it, we have a BA retail management courses.
Okay.
We have customer courses. For people who want to earn while they study is that a lot of part-time jobs are there.
Okay.
We pay from 6,000 to 9,000 rupees. They come in the evening. A lot of college students are coming for us in the part-time jobs. So they can live by themselves. They come to Chennai for college. They're staying in a hostel. They take care of themselves. A lot of part-time courses are available. After that, there are very specialized courses are available in the background, like warehouse management, like business operations, like purchasing, merchandising. All those things are basically a highly specialized job where they can develop and understand the retail industry better. After finishing the course, they can go study and come back. Today, retail industry looking for visual merchandising people because that's become a need of the business today. So these kind of courses, if you look at BS Visual Communication, a lot of people are coming in, and into textile industry, a lot of people have come into. They are highly paid technical jobs. So lot of potentials are there. It is those days have gone that we go into retail, that's a shop. All those things have gone now.
Okay.
Now there are 8,000 people are working with us from stock management, inventory, audit, accounts, HR. These all big verticals are there. Right. Imagine, so the potential is very high. I have a fresh MBAs from colleges. They joined us and they are in the training.
Okay.
They're learning. In same way we have an accounts.
Okay.
In audit we have.
Okay.
Stock audit we have regular audits happening. So there's a huge potential in the retail industry for a job opportunity.
Amazing.
Particularly from a bottom level. You want to finish a plus two. Due to many reasons they discontinue. You go for a job. They study in correspondence and distance education. And whatnot, they have an opportunity in that.
So you have a pool of opportunity in the retail industry. Don't see retail industry as just one segment. It's a blend of everything put together. Thank you, sir, for briefing what all are the degrees or what all are the job opportunities that we have in retail industries and in Super Saravana Stores. Now, I want to know how the job seekers will get to know about these jobs. Where do they find this? Is it only reference or some of the predominant job portals? Because in job portals, we rarely see, these blue collar job, 12th standard or degrees and all. So where do they find this and how do they apply? Can you just educate our viewers?
Today's scenario, technology decides everything.
Right.
If you go for any recruitment, there are a huge number of sites from a professional site like Naukris, IIM, Indeed. You go there, you place it, you will get a call. Even
Okay.
for drivers, valet driver, we recruit from the sites.
Okay.
Because only thing is that they should know how to place their CVs, they should know how to place their request sites.
Okay. Okay. And how about walk-ins? Can they walk into your store and apply for it? Do you
Certainly,
have that bandwidth?
yes. Certainly, they walk in, they give the CVs. When they come walk in, we immediately interview them,
Okay.
and because we envisage certain future positions.
நிறையா இப்போ பார்த்தோம் ஆக்சுவலாக எப்படி ஒரு ஒயிட் காலர் ஜாப் கேன் பி க்ரோன் ஃப்ரம் த பேஸ் டு த லீடர்ஷிப் லெவல் வரைக்கும் அப்படின்ட்டு. நவ் ஐ எம் திங்கிங் ஃப்ரம் த tier 2 tier 3 cities, வில்லேஜ் சைடு டவுன் சைட்லலாம் காலேஜ் ட்ராப் அவுட்ஸ் 8th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் 10th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் 12th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் முடித்தவங்க, இவங்களுக்கெல்லாம் ஜாப் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் எப்படி சார் இருக்கும் ரீட்டைல் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில்? அண்ட் ஹவு டு தே கெட் டு நோ? எப்படி அவங்களுக்கு தெரியும் இங்கே இந்த ஜாப் இருக்குது, கவர்மெண்ட் இந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்கீம் வச்சுருக்காங்க, இது வந்து எனக்கு அப்ளிகபிளாக இருக்குது, ஐ எம் எலிஜிபிள் ஃபார் திஸ், இதெல்லாம் எப்படி தெரிய வரும் சார் அவங்களுக்கு?
குட் கொஸ்டின் சுரேஷ். இதில் டூ திங்ஸ் நான் இதில் ஒன்று, நவ் தி ஸ்கூல்ஸ் அண்ட் காலேஜ் செல்ஃப் எஜுகேட்டிங் த ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்.
ஓகே.
ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ் என்ன, அங்கேயே வந்து நிறையா ஹெச்ஆர் ப்ரொஃபஷனல்ஸை இன்வைட் பண்ணுறாங்க, பேச சொல்கிறாங்க. ஹவு தி இன்டர்வியூ இஸ் கண்டக்டட், how to prepare yourself, what are opportunities outside.
So you go to colleges of tier 2 tier 3 cities?
Very much they invite us, and I regularly visit the colleges for them to tell them what are opportunities in many industries and how to prepare yourself for that.
Okay.
Including grooming இருந்து,
okay,
நீ ஷர்ட் இன் பண்ணுறதுலேருந்து, உன்னை எப்படி ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்ணணும், ஹவு கான்ஃபிடென்ட்டாக யூ ஷுட் பி தேர் அப்படிங்கிறத நாங்கள்
இது ஸ்கூல் லெவல்லையும் இருக்கா சார்? நான் ஏன் கேட்குறேன்னா, இப்போது tier 2 tier 3 cities ஆர் வில்லேஜஸ்லாம் வந்து 10th ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் ட்ராப் அவுட்ஸ்லாம் இருப்பாங்க. 8th அப்புறம் ஃபார் சம் ரீசன், ஃபினான்ஷியல் ரீசன் ஆர் பேரண்டல் ப்ரெஷர் ஆர் செல்ஃப் ப்ரெஷர், தே கம் அவுட் ஆஃப் த ஸ்கூல், ரைட்? தட்ஸ் நாட் அ ரைட் ட்ரெண்ட், பட் ஐ எம் ஜஸ்ட் சேயிங். அப்படி இருக்கிற பட்சத்தில் ஹவு தே வில் கெட் டு நோ அபவுட் தீஸ் ஆப்பர்ச்சுனிட்டிஸ், கவர்மெண்ட் ஸ்கீம்ஸ்? கவர்மெண்ட் இஸ் டூயிங் லாட் ஆஃப் திங்ஸ், ஆனால் இது போய் சேர்றது இல்லை அந்த லெவல் பீப்புளுக்கு. ஸோ how do they get to know about this?
ஸ்கூல் dropouts ஆர் பேசிக்கலி dropouts ஃப்ரம் ஐஐடி பாட்னிங்ஸ், இவங்க எல்லாமே பார்த்தீங்கன்னா இட்ஸ் சேலஞ்ச் தான். பிகாஸ் தே கோ ஃபார் மீனியல் ஜாப்ஸ். லோக்கலில் எனக்கு ஜாப் கிடைச்சிருக்கு, நான் போகிறேன் அப்படின்ட்டு. ஆஃப்டர் சம் டைம் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் யாராவது கிடைச்சி போனாங்கன்னா அந்த ரெஃபரன்ஸ் பிடிச்சி வராங்க. வை டிட் யூ வேஸ்ட் 2 yearsனா? சார் எனக்கு தெரியாமல் போயிடுச்சு.
ஓகே.
ஸோ தென் வி கன்சிடர் தெம் ஆஸ் அ நாப்ஸ்.
ஓகே.
இந்த நேஷனல் அப்ரெண்டிஸ் ப்ரொமோஷன் ஸ்கீம் இருக்கு இல்லையா,
நேஷனல் அப்ரெண்டிஸ்
ப்ரமோஷன் ஸ்கீம்.
ஓகே.
இது வந்து கவர்மெண்ட் கொடுக்குது. அவங்களுக்கு ட்ரைனிங்கோடு நாங்கள் சம்பளமும் கொடுக்குறோம்.
ஓகே.
அந்த 1 year அவன் ட்ரெயின் பண்ணி முடிச்ச பிறகு இஸ் ரியல் பர்ஃபார்மர், வி அப்சர்வ் தம் ஆன் தி ஆன் ரோல்ஸ் ஆஃப் த கம்பெனி.
இதுக்கு எந்த டிகிரி எதுவுமே
எதுவும் தேவையில்லை.
ஈவன் இஃப் he is a or she is a college or school dropout?
எஸ், எதுவுமே தேவையில்லை.
என்ன பேக்ரவுண்ட் சார் வேணும்? ஜஸ்ட் something should be there, no?
இல்லை சார், அவருக்கு எழுத படிக்க தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். 8th ட்ராப் அவுட்லேருந்து டிகிரி ட்ராப் அவுட்டு, இல்லை ஐடிஐ ட்ராப் அவுட்டு, டிப்ளமோ ட்ராப் அவுட்ஸ்னா கூட
ஓகே.
வாட் திஸ் மெசேஜ் இஸ் கிவிங் தட் let them give opportunity.
Okay. Good that, government is doing a lot of things and HR professionals, leaders like you are reaching out to people, bringing your opportunity to them. It's great, connecting with you today, sir. I'm sure our viewers would have gone to different corners, villages, tier 2, tier 3 cities. எல்லாருக்கும் இது போயிருக்கும் நம்புறேன்.
Certainly.
Thank you so much once again for joining us.
Thank you, Suresh. Thanks, and pleasure me to be here for giving this opportunity for information to the public.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Suresh.
Yeah.